Welcome back everyone, my name's Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Sunless Skies. Where we left off last time, we arrived in Krillin. There's a whole bunch of things we needed to do here apparently, including go see a soiree with our aunt, ask about the Sarge's stuff for the Rat Brigade, write a port report of course, and we're also going to do some of the other side quests that we have here as well, because we have to free some people and also figure out what we need to do to talk to the presiding deviless herself. She needs one of everything. We need penance, ordeal, inescapable truth, indulgence, excess, enlightenment, deprivation, and a shift of perspective. So we'll go through all those and figure out exactly what's going on, but first we'll do the asking about Sarge stuff for the Rat Brigade. The presiding deviless record keeping is immaculate. If Sarge left something behind, she'll have made note. She glances up when you enter her office. On noticing the Rat Brigade, her eyebrow raises a fraction. We never satisfactorily addressed the question of rodent souls. How can I help you? She addresses you and ignores the rats. It transpires that the deviless is able to locate Sarge's file remarkably swiftly. She does not hand over the slim folder, but reads it in silence. There. I knew he'd specified something. Those that come looking for that which he entrusted to us must first undergo penance, to avoid a repetition of his mistakes. You'll require a shift in perspective. Look for the Chequerboard Garden. We got 50 sovereigns, 1,000 experience, and now we unfortunately have to go to the gardens. Where is the Chequerboard Garden? Okay, so we need to go there. We've done this one before. Oh, we only have a 60% chance. Okay, we got one. Good. We need two of these, actually. We succeeded twice. Nice. We have two penances for shift of perspective. Excellent. We've done enough here. We did this one before. We've even cured the person that was here or helped them out or whatever. We also need to go to these other places. What's this one again? We need flickering. I don't know how to get that. We need stained. I don't know how to get that either. We do have an endurance already. We don't have an ordeal. I don't think we've been to the Stunted Grove. There's no real gate, but not much of a wall either. There's only a low stone barrier, perhaps a foot tall, easy to step over. The thorn bushes grow, thorns an inch or more long. There are paths between them, but it's hard to pass without tearing one's clothes. The devils who work here have scratches on their forearms, though they do not seem to mind. There's not a single comfortable place to sit. No, the punishments are particularly physical here. We got 5 terror, we'll try again. That's better. A fast-talking debutante kicks puppies and small children. Dude, as a corrective, she is bound face down to a huge block of ice. The supervising deviless makes notes. As for your punishment, it does not bear speaking of. The experience leaves your throat parched. Do we need 2 of those? I think just 1 is fine for those. So we can't get excess. We need to stain soul, and I don't know how to get one of those. We also need flickering, and I also don't know how to get one of those. But we have endurance, we have ordeal now. We need deprivation and enlightenment. Oh, that was a penance thing. Let's try again to get in. How are we failing with a 78% chance? Stop it. Thank you. Okay, we gotta go. We're going to the Bell Garden now. We did the purification. We need to... wait. Yeah, we need deprivation, so we're going there. We have a low chance on this one, so this is gonna suck. There's also 2 people here to talk to, but we're gonna try and get our penance first. We succeeded on the first try. Okay, let's read this out. In a tower over the Bell Garden, 12 devils ring a change of 12 bells. The full peal will take 11,000 days to complete, without intermission. Jesus. From time to time, one devil relieves another, stepping in during the half-minute when that particular bell is at rest. There are no errors. This mathematical music can be heard everywhere in Krillin, but it is loudest here. Impurity and imprecision are not welcome. Austerity, absence, and lack. These are the devil's recommended treatments for those who live within the sound of the bells. A lawyer, specializing in matters of divorce, wore unchanging socks of advanced putrefaction. Until the penitent recovers from this inclination, she has been forbidden the use of chairs, seats, chaises, and divans. I trust you see, remarks the supervising deviless, why self-restraint is needed. Our throat is parched from this particular... My throat is parched. But from that particular penance. Alright, let's talk to the penitent nurse. She huddles in the corner, her face trapped in a grimace. Let's attempt to communicate with her. It's too loud to speak, certainly. She has been within the sound of the bells for 40 days. The clangor is starting to disrupt her mind. She begs you will help her. And out of your kindness, pay part of her penance for her. She would do the same for you. She's a very kind and forgiving soul. To convince you of this point, she scribbles down assurances, compliments, and a sketch of herself ministering to a leprous child. What does she need exactly? We need 5 penances of deprivation. Or 1 and 1 ordeal. Isn't my deprivation really bad? Yeah. We need 5 of those. I guess we can just do it again. And we have to get another ordeal, but that one was pretty easy to get as I recall. Alright, fine. You donate your penance to her. She struggles, the penance was painful to perform, and it is not easy to receive either. On her way down the staircase, she tells you about the hospital where she used to work, administrators who stole from the medical funds, doctors who drank before surgeries. Some meant well, some meant poorly. Can't say I did much about it, but I didn't want to be too harsh with the ones that were trying. She says, but I should have done, for the patient's sake. Alright, we did assisting a nurse. Now we have to get another deprivation, which is going to suck. We're going to get a ton of terror from this. There we go. Oh, not too bad. Okay, good. We also need another ordeal. But we also have to converse with the spineless curate. He's willing to talk to you here under the cover of the constant bell ringing. No one else will hear. This is the best garden, he says. Everything orderly, no one dressed up in pheasant outfits or waltzing backwards. But here's what I wanted to tell you. Watch out for the tall devil with the rose-colored gloves. He is embezzling the property. And the curate makes a curious gesture with one hand, as though he were winding noodles with a fork. When you look blank, he says, Spiriphage. He's taking souls from the patients in secret before the presiding deviless has a chance at them. I'm afraid he's going to get me before I finish my turn here. Oh. Well, that's not a good sign. Let's go to the center of Carillon. We need another ordeal. Which one was the ordeal? This one. The Stunted Grove. This one was pretty easy, I recall. Oh, maybe not that easy, but we still got it. Okay, good. So we have an ordeal left, or back again, I guess I should say. We don't have the ability to get 2 of the penances we need, though. We can't get Inescapable Truth because we don't have a Flickering Soul, and we don't have a Stained Soul either. I also think we need a Penance of Enlightenment, which is the safest one to get, generally. Do we already have one? You know what, let's just grab another one, just in case. We have a penance, okay, good. Now, unfortunately, we can't get the other 2 yet, so we're gonna have to worry about that later on. Let's go find our aunt. Where is our aunt? Oh, there we go. Enter the foyer. We can blackmail the Spirifer, eventually. Let's attend a candlelit soiree with the inconvenient aunt. She insisted that it will do you good. Come on, she says, a fierce gleam behind her spectacles. Your aunt, chattering constantly, guides you through the ash-grey stone chambers of Carillon. Eventually you reach a little door in one of the less traveled backways. Your aunt knocks thrice. The door swings open. A severe, scarred old woman peers out. Bunty! Your aunt cries happily. After a brief introduction, Bunty ushers you inside. You emerge into a room with a high mirrored ceiling. Its dark paneled walls are illuminated by dripping crimson candles. Revolutionaries consort with ministry auditors. Devils drink with bright-eyed ministers of the new sequence. A famous Takati general is highly occupied with a distinguished admiral. What has she brought you to? Let's mingle. It's a party. Besides, your aunt can look for herself. Can look after herself. You introduce yourself to very many personages. Some great and good, most borderline criminal. Everyone seems to believe you already know the rules, so you learn a number of surprising things about the information networks of the High Wilderness, most crucially the extent to which their frequent contacts breed a certain mutual understanding. Suddenly you hear familiar crunch of boiled sweets at your ear, your aunt has returned, her expression is aghast. Let's get out of here. I've learned something about a rendezvous at St. Dustin's. She refuses to say more. My coffee sound is making a very loud noise. Oh well. Let's blackmail the Spirifer, given what you know. He doesn't try to deny the accusations, though he does have a few words about the presiding Deviless. Couldn't let it go, he says irritably. I should have known how it would be. She spent too long with the penitents, acts as though there's something wrong with a bit of corruption. Despite his bravado, he does seem a bit ashamed. Devils are supposed to get souls by contract. This one's no better than a pickpocket. Let's blackmail the Spirifer and betray him anyways. There's no honor amongst thieves, and the rose-gloved Spirifer certainly is a thief. He pays contraband for your cooperation, and I'd be obliged if you, he says, if you left Carillion soon. It would raise one's confidence in your silence. You do not, of course. There's a second conversation to be had. This one, the presiding Deviless's beehive hut. We have one crimson promise. Alright. Let's... Oh. We have a penance. Shift to perspective. Right, we have to take the Rat Brigade. Let's do this first. Well, first of all, let's turn in the Spirifer. You know what he did. She should know also. He is diminishing her supply after all. You lay out what you know. The Rose-Gloved Devil has been stealing souls for himself and not making proper contracts for them either. Spirifish, she says. And I warned him. After a moment, her attention returns to you. He had a very different soul when we first met. This is the trouble with friendship among devils. Come back in 5 years' time, and who knows, you may find me engaged to a smuggling operation of my own. Let's ask for a reward. She hinted there would be one. Where is it? She puts a stack of permits on the desk. These came from a pinstriped man now serving penance in the Gaslight Terrace. Is that it? I understand you didn't approach me first. I feel you've already received your due. Let's take the Rat Brigade back to the presiding Deviless. You've been cleansed of Sarge's sin. The Rat Brigade looks almost contrite. The presiding Deviless smiles at the unhappy expressions of the rats. Much better, she passes over a single piece of paper from the Sarge's file. It smells of incense and jasmine. Hookah, Cinders explains. Sarge did like his luxuries. The writing is minuscule and brief. The vault is in the central office of Hallige's Bank. The account was opened in London in the year before the blockade of New Winchester. The Deviless is already working on a new file. You have apparently been dismissed. Alright, let's talk to the Rat Brigade on board our engine. Let's observe the casting out of the Spirifer. The presiding Deviless is haranguing the Spirifer in her beehive office. It looks as though the interview will not last much longer. We got 10 savage secrets. Damn, he's not allowed to take anything with him. Not a case, not a hat, not even clothing. The presiding Deviless makes him strip down in the courtyard to show that he hasn't gotten any spare souls tucked into his trousers. The penitents have seen plenty of humiliations lately, but generally inflicted on humans. They watch the Spirifer's progress in a spirit of ill-concealed jubilation. Nude and slump-shouldered, he walks to the port. After he's gone, the presiding Deviless takes a curious two-pronged fork from her desk and flings it into the fountain. The water seethes. Okay. We don't have any affiliations for the establishment. Well, we have one, but we need 5 apparently for the office of the abstemious devil. I need a thesaurus for this game sometimes. What's in the Overgrown Shrine? We can try and steal from it, but let's not. Wait, maybe that'll give us a flickering soul. You know what, let's try it. Steal an offering from the burrow below. The devils have placed a few trinkets at its feet. You reach down and pocket one of the offerings. If anyone notices, it makes no sign of it. Oh. Well, I was hoping something cool would happen, but nothing really happened. Disappointing. I guess we are free and clear. Let's talk to our rat. Let's discover what the brigade are up to. They know the location of Sarge's vault. They don't seem to want to leave your locomotive. They need the numbers to the account. Where do they think they'll find them? The air is thick with the scent of jasmine. The rats have acquired a hookah pipe and are reminiscing over their lost Sarge. Albrecht twists his immaculate whiskers. We need to find the Vilma, our strategist, but it will be awkward. She has Cinder's paramour. Or she was Cinder's paramour. There's a snort from somewhere in the nest. Albrecht continues. We lost touch with the others, but Vilma will know where they are. And when we open the vault, You will have your share, of course. Last I heard, Vilma was residing in Perdurance as a pet. Albrecht's expression speaks volumes. Perdurance. Luckily, we have lots and lots of notes for that place currently. Let's ask Petronella to continue Sarge's tale. Albrecht is sunk in gloom, but she might take up the story. Petronella takes up the thread, frowning over her glasses. So we had a new boss, the lieutenant. Now he wanted the admiration of command, but the Tackities and the Stovies didn't trust us because we was mercs, just rats, right? We did eventually get a lucrative contract from the Tackities to sabotage the governor's engine to stop her fleeing New Winchester. Risky. Who else has to know how to get it done, right? Her question is rhetorical. Her smile is proud. She pauses. More some other time, I think. Okay. Well, let's talk to our aunt. Let's question her aunt. What was that about St. Dustin's? What's got her so shaken up at Carillon? When I was a gal, I used to do a bit of spying for the crown. Now I've been out of the trade for years, but I couldn't help but overhear an intriguing conversation. People rarely pay attention to ladies of my age. She gives you a look, as though daring you to disagree. They said revolutionaries helped our government conquer Albion. They mentioned a secret rendezvous at St. Dustin's between 4 representatives, a new sequencer, a revolutionary, and 2 members of Her Majesty's government. I have to get to the bottom of this. It's my duty. She tilts her head defiantly. I have a friend at Port Prosper who owes me a favor, and we can get lunch. We have to go for lunch at Port Prosper. Okay. So we have some tasks to do. We still need to find a guest, which we are going to do on our way to Port Prosper, hopefully. I'm going to go search around maybe this way, and then through here to the circus. We're going to do a little bit of a long loop. Hopefully find a guest. We're not going to stop off at Hybris. There's really nothing for us there anymore, except a port report, which is only $100. Not really worth it. Although there is something behind here I do want to check out eventually, but we'll see. So we're going to go this way to the circus, to Port Avon, to Trader's Wood, and then all the way to Port Prosper. But we'll do that in a jump cut because unless there's something really exciting, it's just going to be us flying through space. So I'll be back really shortly, hopefully with something really cool, or alternatively when we reach Port Prosper. See you guys shortly. Alright, welcome back everyone. We are arriving in Port Prosper. It's been a bit of a journey, but bright side, we are almost there. To sink nicely into the port and do some more crew stuff. Alright, let's explore port. Actually, let's go to the parsimonious chairman's office first. Let's turn in our... You can turn in a bunch of nameplates all at once. How many can we do at once? We can turn in 10 at once. We only have 9 left now. We got an unlicensed chart from that. And the Tackities hates us. Which is, you know, par for the course. And let's turn in the rest of ours for sovereigns, which is going to be like 50. It's not a whole lot. But that's okay. And now our gratitude is up to 11, which is nice. A further task for the parsimonious chairman. I've been impressed with your labors thus far. A lady on New Winchester has been an opponent of our work for some time. She complains that our factories rely on the labor of the unwilling. Obviously nonsense. Our workers are reimbursed for their services and celebrated for their toil. Now she lobbies the assembly for aid. This will not do. I will have a delivery to the round table on New Winchester. He produces a slim vial of honey. Would you be willing? Sure, why not? You have your reasons. You need not necessarily carry it out to the letter. He smiles. It's like watching butter spread on a piece of toast. I'm told there is to be a rally near the round table. She has a penchant for stovepipes. Ironically worn, of course, and wears a suit. Penchant. Alright. Let's go to... Well, let's report this. Same as always. Let's rely on our local credentials to meet your inconvenient aunt's friend. They've requested we meet at the Admiral Nelson, your aunt says. You'll need to keep the right company to get in. They won't admit just anyone, she says proudly. They'll admit me. You're ushered to a table with an enviable view. Your aunt examines the menu with a critical eye. Ginger snaps, she exclaims. Goodness me, you can't tell if this is a good thing or not. At last an older lady joins you. She introduces herself as a countess. This is the last time, she says to your aunt. You are not to contact me again. That's a shame, dearie, but you've done so well for yourself since Newgate, your aunt replies mildly. The St. Dustin's rendezvous concerned the murder of a son, the Countess says, frowning. There are 4 attendants, the chaplain of the new sequence, February, Her Majesty's Privy Councillor, and Her Majesty the Queen. She rises and thrusts what looks like a Christmas card in your aunt's hand before walking away swiftly. Alright, so we have to talk about that now. Let's go to the Bleak Industrialist's estate. Let's ask why he sent for us. Before he answers, he knocks back the rum in a single gulp and calls for his butler to fetch another. Damn. A proposal. There's a distant kingdom where the dead can be found. The Industrialist's voice is hoarse with disuse. I need an enterprising sort, such as yourself, to visit it for me and retrieve someone. It should be a simple enough affair. In return, I will pay you a small fortune. Who does he want brought back from the dead? Some years ago I lost someone dear to me. He says, a world without her in it is worthless. Miserable. I need her back. Alright, he wants his love back from the land of the dead. I could try and share the story of our own loss. You too have lost love. As you tell your story, the Industrialist's hateful glare melts. He weeps silently at first, but by the end he is wrecked by convulsive sobbing. Finally, someone who understands, mutters the Industrialist when he is recovering, dabbing his eyes. Thank you. London has an embassy in the Blue Kingdom, a place called Sky Barnet. I cultivated a contact among the diplomats who I hoped would help me, but he's proved useless. Perhaps you'll get more value from him than I could. There's no further conversation. The Industrialist retreats to his quarters, sniffling. Alright. We have to go do that now, apparently. Anything else going on here? Travelers? Oh yeah, our traveler died some time ago. We delivered the body back. We should grab another one. He exploded into hair again. It seems to happen quite often to our travelers. They just become hair. It's weird. Where are we taking this person? Oh, Leadbeater. Okay, that's not so bad. We still haven't found a guest, though. It's kind of annoying. We've been looking forever. Oh! I thought I had a caddy of dried tea. Oh, we'd probably change... Wait a minute. Why can't I do this? You need dominance in the reach 3. We only have 2. Okay, well, we need to get one more dominant in the reach to finish this up. We do have the tea. We just need to get another dominant, apparently. Which we'll work on. I just hit my ship on the dock. Soon. We are going to make a long sort of route down here. I'm going to stop up here, go to Magdalene's quickly, Titania, Leadbeaters, chop off the settler. We're looking for a guest. We still haven't found one. It's been kind of annoying, actually. It's the last thing we need for the researcher, so I'm hoping we're going to get one on the way. We'll see, though. I'll be back shortly, hopefully, with some good news regarding the guest. Alright, we're back for the last little leg of our adventure on this video. We found a guest. I killed it. We actually found 2. They were hanging around the dead celestial body up there by Hybris. And now we're going to stop in at Leadbeater and Stanrod's Nature Reserve, finally. We made it. Everything is going fine now. I'm going to hit the dock. Oh, that was close. Alright, let's turn in all of the research. Oh wait, we didn't... Did we gather all the research now? Hang on, did we go to the ice place? I think we did. I'm pretty sure we went to Titania and the ice place. We might have to go up to Titania, actually. Where's the research thing? Experiments sanctioned by the company. Okay, that. No, we didn't get the titanium pedal because I am dumb. Let's go grab that really quickly. It's close. Ooh, we need... do we need fuel? Yeah, in case we run into bees really quickly. We'll just go grab a titanium pedal and then we'll run. We also gained a level. I fought some things on the way here. I didn't level up because I wanted to wait. Because it's an important read to see what our new traits are going to be. There we go. Some fuel, some food. We're off. Let's level up. Okay, so we have a scandal, a mentor, haunted, black sheep, pestilence, family footsteps, a metamorphosis, steam and soot. I think I'm going to go with more mirrors. Although we don't have any primary mirror ones. So let's go steam and soot. We'll take... Oh, we have lots of irons. Let's go... What's a scandal give us? Let's just pick the one that's going to give us something neat. A metamorphosis is cool. Does anything give us a special, is the question. Haunted does. Oh, here we go. A blind bruiser. But we only have the one option. Hearts and irons. But we get a villainy association. Why not? For a time you enjoyed the favor and protection of a mentor, someone who saw your potential and decided to nurture it, who took you under their wing, a blind bruiser. His attempts to distance himself from his larcenous past were of mixed success. His guests were scarred and rough-spoken, and told bloody tales of smuggling and thief oaths and nameless murders. So we got a little bit of irons and some hearts, and we need to go to Titania, which is this way. Quick jaunt over to Titania, and then back. We'll hand in all the research finally, and see what happens. Kind of curious, which means we're probably gonna have to go past some bees, as is tradition. We've also explored almost all of the high wilderness. I think it's just about time to go to Albion for real, like with the intention of exploring all of it, as opposed to just sort of dancing back and forth, although we've only been there once. We have several quests to do in Albion, and it looks like a lot of our crew quests are sending us there too, so hopefully we'll see what's going on there. We are bound to run into bees. It's pretty much a guarantee on our way to Hybris, because apparently Hybris is the bee capital of the world. Also, that is a marauder ship. And bees as well. Get rid of that marauder. We can probably use it to repair a little bit. We're actually a little bit low on hull. We got 11 hull back, which is 33 sovereigns, which is not a bad price. Now we need to beware of bees like those ones. Yeah, there's more. They miss. I'm okay with that. We'll get a bunch of damn it, there's more. I just saw more on the edge of my screen as I grabbed that one. Come on. Bright side, more experience is always good. I'm not opposed to getting more experience, to be honest. As opposed to like any other type of reward. It is nice to gain levels. Alright. There's another group dead, and yet another group on its way to fight us. Hybris has probably been attacked since the last time we were there again. Seems to happen with fair regularity. Oops. Clicked off my screen there for a sec. I played this game in window mode because it's just easier. Although, maybe I should play it in full screen mode. I'll think about that. Anyways, we're at Titania, or very close anyways. Let's go pick up some petal, and repair the docks, because inevitably they're broken again. It's gonna cost us 10 sovereigns. Oh crap, bees, I wasn't holding onto the mouse. No, go away bees. We'll just get overheated, that's fine. We're well on our way to our next level. Alright, let us quickly rally to the defense. We're gonna lose some crew, we always do. How many crew? 1 crew this time. We got some Chorister Nectar. What's it, the Bazaar? Seeds? No. Oh, they want stained glass, right? It's Chorister Nectar. We've unlocked this with Affiliation Bohemia. Interesting. Alright, let's take a look at Valentine Square. We need to repair the dock, first of all. It's 10 sovereigns, we don't care too much about that. Normally I would contribute funds, and we will do that soon. But I want to just finish this quest first. Nope. We need to talk to, what's her face? You. Meet with her. Give us a cutting of the petal. Yep. Alright, now we have that. There's nothing here I needed at the moment. We'll come back and we'll build another section, like right after we do the research, but I want to get that done. We always lose a crew, even with a 100% chance to succeed at the defense of Titania. Someone always ends up dying. It's kind of an unfortunate turn of events, because crew are sometimes not that easy to come by. There have been times where we've been down to almost no crew, and London was like, "You already recruited crew in the last 15 days, what happened to them?" And the answer was inevitably, "We don't want to talk about it." For reasons. Reasons related to their deaths. I missed. But I didn't miss with those other two attacks. Death him, more experience. We need like 14,000 or something to level up now though. And we're at 2,458, so we have a long way to go. More bees. Then again, each bee swarm is 300, so... Oh crap, that's gonna suck. Ow. I was not expecting the bees to come flying out of nowhere. There's a dead ship there. The Gules monkey. The Gioli's monkey. That's what it is. We can mourn the dead. We can enter through the hull, which is only a partial success, which means we're probably going to lose a crew. Let's go captain's quarters. What do we get? An otherworldly artifact. Oh god, oh my god, there's another guest here. Well, this would have been useful before. I do need to kill guests, because there's a special weapon you can get for killing them. We'll just keep him sort of like this. Uh oh, we missed. Oh, that's bad. Come on, turn, turn, turn. Don't turn, don't. Okay, stop turning now. Thank you. We're gonna take a broadside probably. Oh, he missed entirely. Alright, let's grab the stuff. We need to trap and collect some more guests. It's only a 61% chance, so we can fail, of course. We collected some guests, but we got 5 terror, which is actually fine. I don't care too much about that. We're going to the reserve, which is terrible now. This freaking wind came out of nowhere. It wasn't here before. And I hear... something. A tree? We're getting some terror from this. We may need to head to Magdalen's. We are getting supplies back, so... that's fine. We'll take on a nightmare if we have to. I'm not too concerned about our terror levels at the moment. Oh, bees. That is annoying, though. Turn hard, but also don't go flying off. Oops, that was completely the wrong thing to do, and my game just sort of juddered. We're fine, everything's okay. We meant to crash into the side of a mountain. We can distract the crew with brandy. Let's just do that. Supplies are not... we have lots of money, and we will have more later. We can buy more supplies. Let's distract the crew with some alcohol, and everything will be fine. Come on, let me get to the reserve. I just want to finish this quest off. I know we're a little over time because of this, but that's okay. I blame the wind. It took us like a minute to get through that wind. And there's the reserve. And time to hand in the research finally. We've done all of the research things. Capabilities inquest, base of research. Turning in your research. He's giving us more money apparently. We're gonna make a fortune off of this. Turning in all of the old research again for way more money. Well, not way more money, but another dose of money. Does he want them all again? Okay. Does he need anything else from us? He wants us to distribute anti-Cinder propaganda? Again? Is this just like a... We already gave him all of these things. Did you just want them? Is this just a repeatable quest for money? Apparently it is. Huh. I thought it was going to be a story thing. That's not super disappointing because we made a ton of money, but kind of not what I was hoping it would be. I mean, we made like $3,000 or something, so I would never say that that was a waste, but I was kind of hoping for more. Anyways, we'll end the video here. Like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Otherwise, I'll see you all next time. Take care.